Can't even get
further into the unknown. There's no doubt, so no regret. Happy if all we get is another day to do it all again. Oh, throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave. Let in the sun. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, let in the sun. All of the
But sorry about that. For some reason, StreamYard wouldn't let me in. Welcome to the locker room. Okay. For some reason, StreamYard wouldn't let me in, and I could not see. There it is. I couldn't see. I couldn't get in my camera. I couldn't tell if you could hear me or anything like that. I could see the video playing on my phone, but I couldn't see it on my computer. So I just cut the intro short. I'm sorry. It's 3:02. It would be done by now anyway. So, excuse me. Okay. So, today we're going to dive into Celeste Rivas and the music artist, I'm guessing David. It's D4BZ is how it's spelled. And the situation is very sad. Very, very sad. Okay. So, I put my supper in the microwave and I was sitting there waiting on it to get done. It's not done. It's time for me to go live. I'm like, oh. CJ can finish it when he gets home. We're just having meatloaf sandwiches, so I'm just warming up meatloaf. Okay, so, all right. In the intro, you saw the fair use disclaimer and the trigger warning disclaimer. Those are in the intro. So I don't have to put those up again. But we're going to talk about this case. Let's dive into it. We're going to start with Grok. Because I asked Grok, what did I ask Grok? I said, what true crime stories are being talked about the most? Because I was just curious. So we're going to pull it up. And I have Grok downloaded on my computer, but I get to Grok through X. I do not know why I'm yawning. Okay. Says most discussed. Okay, what I said is what true crime stories are being talked about most. Grok searched through true crime or true crime manifest 50 filters has engagement. I don't know what that, but okay. Then it says, why am I yawning? It says most discussed true crime stories right now, September 2025. True crime conversations are buzzing around social media and streaming platforms, driven by fresh documentaries, viral videos, and shocking recent cases. Based on current trends, there's a rundown of the top stories generating the most heat. I focused on those with high engagement, recent developments, or major releases, mixing timeless cases revived by new content with breakthroughs. These are ranked roughly by online volume and Regency. And the top story is the D4VD David and the Red Rum of Celeste Rivas. And there's more of them down here, but I just went for the first one that was there. I didn't know anything about the case, but I had seen YouTube stories that had the name D4VD put in it. But I don't know what they were about. I didn't ever look on didn't click the clicker to find out. So explosive allegations trying a rising singer to the dismemberment of a 13-year-old fan have sparked outrage and calls for Netflix docuseries. Hosts decry the true crime ecosystem for turning tragedy into entertainment with over 50K likes on key threads. Okay. Dad, gum, I didn't yawn one time before I came in here. Oh, I don't have my incense lit. That's what it is. Not really, but that's my story I'm sticking to. Let's get this lit. My high school reunion, 40 years, is coming up in about 2 weeks. And the same weekend as my high school reunion, there's an all-class alumni event. I started that about 10 years ago. We started having everybody from 1980 to 1989, all of the graduating classes, we could all get together every year, or every 2 years actually, and have a barbecue picnic, some kind of alumni event. Well, after COVID, sadly, it never got started back up. And this year I saw a post where it's going to be an all-class event. So I guess somebody chose to start it back up, which is good. I'm not complaining a little bit about it. Okay. I'm yawning again. Celeste Rivas, 13, went missing in May of 2024 after allegedly meeting 20-year-old musician D4VD David Anthony Burke for a movie. Her dismemberment remains were found in his Tesla trunk on September 8, 2025. Sources claim an open secret underage relationship at her school backed by 2023 demo song titled Celeste _demo unfin, so it's like it's not finished. With lyrics like, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest." LAPD raided David's home. He's cooperating but uncharged. Victim's brother alleges the meetup was the last sighting. High X engagement, 52K plus likes on one post. Post 45, Daily Mail reports. And then it came through again and gave me another of the most discussed. Details on the David and Celeste Rivas case as of September 22nd, 2025. The case involving singer David, real name David Anthony Burke, and the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez has gripped social media and news outlets since early September 2025. It's a disturbing story of a missing teen, alleged grooming, and a gruesome discovery in the celebrity's car. Authorities are treating it as a pesticide, but David has not been charged or named as a suspect. Though he's fully cooperating and the investigation is ongoing, below I'll break down the key facts, timeline evidence, and reactions drawing from police statements, family accounts, and viral discussions. Note, this involves sensitive topics like violence against a minor. Details are graphic. Trigger warning! Okay, background on key figures. Celeste Rivera Hernandez, a 15-year-old from Lake Elsinore, California, in Riverside County, described by family as outgoing and artistic. She had a distinctive tattoo on her right index finger. She was reported missing on April 5th, 2024 at age 13. Some reports say 14, but resurfaced briefly before vanishing again around May of 2024. Her family believes she was in an inappropriate relationship with an older man named David, which they suspect contributed to her final disappearance. A GoFundMe for her funeral has raised over $50,000 as of today. David, or D4VD, David Anthony Burke, a 20-year-old rising R&B artist from Houston, Texas, originally Queens, New York. He gained fame via TikTok with his romantic homicide, with hits like Romantic Homicide 2022 and Here With Me, amazing $333 million monthly Spotify listeners in April 2025. He released his debut album, Withered, and launched the Withered World Tour, known for Fortnite anthems and collabs with artists like Kale Uchis. He's canceled all remaining tour dates, US, UK, and overseas, and a deluxe album released amid the probe. Okay, here's the key developments. April 5, 2024, Celeste, 13 or 14, reported missing from Lake Elsinore. Family suspects involvement with an adult male. She briefly returns but disappears again in May after allegedly meeting David for a movie. May 2024. Last confirmed sighting. Celeste allegedly meets D4VD, then 19, in LA. Social media sleuths later uncover photos and videos of her at his events or streams during this period. David's black 2023 Tesla, Texas registered Hempstead plates, abandoned in Hollywood Hills 5 days before it was impounded. He was touring elsewhere, e.g., not in LA. September 8, 2025. LAPD responded to foul odor at Hollywood Tow Yard, discovers severely decomposed, dismembered remains wrapped in a bag in the front trunk. Victims unidentified initially, cause of death deferred, homicide suspect due to dismemberment. September 17, 2022. Remains ID'd as Celeste by a forensic tattoo, dental records. Riverside County Sheriff Office confirms LAPD links car to D4VD. He tells police he was aware of the body. He was unaware of the body. I'm sorry. September 18th, 2025. LAPD raid David's rented Hollywood Hills home, Doherty Place, Doheny Place. Seizes computer. Hold, please. Sorry, my son came in. I had to tell him about fixing something. I told him the meatloaf's in the microwave and he just needs to turn it over and heat it up a few more seconds. Okay. Okay. So LAPD raids David's rental home in Doheny, seizes computer, evidence bags, and items for analysis. No arrests. September 19th, David cancels tour, e.g., Greek Theater, Grammy Museum shows. LAPD follows several leads. Family launches GoFundMe. September 22nd, which is today, vigil in Lake Elsinore draws hundreds. Brother Matthew Rivera speaks on grief. Unleashed David's song, Celeste, demo, Unfin, leaks. Lyrics, Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Tour family acts, fans debate evidence. Evidence and allegations. Police haven't confirmed a direct link between David and Celeste, but online sleuths and family claims have fueled speculation. Here's what's circulating, unverified beyond leaks. Relationship claims. Celeste's brother alleges grooming. Family says she mentioned dating David. Photos, videos show her at David's 2024 Streams event. X threads claim she had his name tattooed, unconfirmed. Creative ties. In 2023, demo, Celeste demo, Unfin, with personal lyrics. Music video featured actresses resembling Celeste, e.g., similar piercings and features. TikToks hint at obsessive themes. Physical evidence remains in bag, dismembered, decomposed for extended period, possibly months. Tesla abandoned. D4VD claims no knowledge. Raided home yielded electronics for digital forensic, e.g., messages. Other Discord messages from David server resurfaced. Fans alleged pregnancy, fears for cancer, sabotage as motives, speculative. Dave's representatives emphasized cooperation, no public statement from him. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division leads retracing Celeste's last days. Public reaction and impact. Social media buzz. Justice for Celeste trends on X, e.g. 100K posts today. Threads compile evidence, e.g. TikTok photos with 4K plus likes on grooming allegations. Vigils mourn Celeste, fans split, some defend David, tour alibi. Others cancel him, pedophile. Industry fallout, lost memberships, Crocs and Hollister streams dip 20%, broader talks on fame, grooming, and in music, e.g. industry secrets. Family's voice, Brother Matthew, I'm just trying to stay positive amid grief. Mother ID'd body via tattoo, GoFundMe calls for justice. This case highlights dangers of online fame for teens. Rest in peace, Celeste. Updates could come fast. LAPD urges tips. Want resources on specific angle or X threads? Let me know. Okay. So that's the end of what Rock had to say about it. I know it's always boring right in the beginning when I start, ouch, I hit my knee on my desk. When I start talking and bringing the information that I've learned about the case into the story. Because from time to time, my reading, I have to sound out words and stuff, so it's terrible. And I do apologize for that. I know how to read, but I was never, even in school, never good at reading out loud. Okay, from the Los Angeles Times, the link is in my description. Authorities say missing 15-year-old girl found unalived in singer D4VD's impounded Tesla. I guess it has a trunk up here and an engine back here. I don't know. I'm not a Tesla person. California says it could no longer trash water. Okay, never mind about that. Okay, authorities have identified human remains found in trunk of R&B singer David's Tesla for those of a 15-year-old girl reported missing last year in Riverside County. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office announced Wednesday the remains were of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing April 5th, 2024. According to the Riverside County Sheriff's Office, the case of unalived has not yet been released, but her passing on is considered a homicide. The girl's severely decomposed body was found in the vehicle at Hollywood Tow on September 8th after it was impounded, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Someone noticed a foul odor coming from the vehicle, and detectives arrived at the tow yard to investigate. The Tesla registered to 20-year-old musician D4VD, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. The singer was on tour when the girl's remains were found, according to authorities. Okay, how long had he been on tour? Because if they're saying it was severely decomposed, we're talking months and months. So I'm sure he hadn't been out on tour for a full year. I'm sure of that. I don't know who he is. I've got a snippet of his music here, and that's all I've heard. The medical examiner said Rivera's had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." like right here. And a woman who identified herself as the girl's mother contacted the publication TMZ to say she believed the body was that of her daughter. Recent photos of Burke appeared to show "shh" tattoo on right index finger. A performance scheduled for Wednesday was canceled. What does this say? Can you see it? Okay, I clicked the picture and it just goes into DB. Okay, Burke was raised in Houston, Texas, and has collaborated with musicians Kali Uchis, Stray Kids, Hyunjin, La Fay, and 21 Savage. I've never heard of any of those. Of course, they're not from the 80s. He also created an anthem for the game Fortnite and has multiple songs that have charted on the Billboard's Hot 100. Law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation, not authorized to discuss the case publicly, said the vehicle was abandoned in the Hollywood Hills 5 days before it was impounded. Rivas was wearing a tube top and small black leggings when her body was found. According to the medical examiner's office, she had wavy black hair, a metal stud earrings, and yellow metal chain bracelet. Hold, please. Okay. Uh, the decedent was found severely decomposed inside the vehicle, reads a statement from the medical examiner's office. She appears to have been deceased inside the vehicle for an extended period of time before being found. Authorities have not said if Rivas had any prior contact with Burke. Burke is cooperating with the police, according to authorities. He's scheduled to perform at the Greek Theater on Saturday and has a sold-out show at the Grammy Museum on September 24th. A spokesperson for the musician did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Okay, so there's his car right there, and she was found in the front trunk. Okay, now this this is going to be a very short video. I mean, a short live, because there's not a lot of information on this. But I will pull it up and let you hear. I'm gonna play a little bit of his music, and then I'm gonna push over and play a little bit more, because that way I don't get a copyright strike.
The shocking case of singer David and the macabre discovery that ruined his career. From spending hours in front of the screen playing Fortnite to becoming one of the most listened to emerging voices in urban music. This has been the unexpected rise of David, a young man who began creating content for video games and ended up conquering millions of listeners around the world with his melancholic style and intense lyrics. His success even led him to officially collaborate with Fortnite, the same game that marked his beginnings, thus cementing his place in today's digital and musical culture. However, his career was ruined by a macabre discovery. On September 8, 20...
Okay, now I don't know if his career has been ruined. Um, Because if they find out, because the car had been abandoned for at least 5 days that we know of. So if we find out that the girl was put in there, I would have to say post-mortem. Before the car was left abandoned or after it was left abandoned or whichever, we know that it was in there for prior to it being picked up and put in the impound lot. So I'm sure she must have been on ice or in a refrigerator or somewhere, and maybe she got to smelling through decomposition to the point where somebody put her in that car and abandoned the car because the singer was going to be gone for a while. That's my theory. I don't know facts. I'm sorry, I've never heard of this singer. Okay, we're going to come up here.
David Anthony Burke was born in 2005. He wanted to be famous from a young age, which is why he started uploading his Fortnite gameplay videos to YouTube. But due to copyright issues, he decided to release his hit song Harass in 2022, which had a huge impact on his career with millions of views thanks to its viral TikTok release. He signed with the labels Dark Room and Scope Records after the success of his single Hamilton. Later, in September 2025, he officially collaborated with Peer Local, the first official member of Fortnite, the game that has accompanied him since its inception. Celeste Rivas and David knew each other, as seen in Discord messages from 2022, when she was only 11 years old, and when he was 17 they were seen together on different occasions, including a live broadcast in January 2024, where they interacted closely. The connection between Celeste and David deepened when it was discovered that they both shared a distinctive tattoo on their right index finger that read Che. Additionally, a leaked song by David titled Celeste contained lyrics that some interpreted as references to the young woman found dead. In the song called Roman de Homicaro in Spanish, romantic homicide, the lyrics contain very suspicious words such as "in the back of my mind, you passed away." Even the model in the video looks very similar to Celeste Rivas. The music video for said song was also released on Celeste's birthday, September 7th. In fact, even his most viewed song, Her With Me, also features a model similar to Celeste. Everything indicated that he was obsessed with her. But the most striking thing is that in the video called One More Dance, or in Spanish, once again it can be seen that the model in the video is very similar to Celeste Rivas, and that said model carries David himself and puts him in a trunk. The shocking fact is that Celeste was found dead in a trunk just like the video, and that said video was uploaded on February 7, 2025, that is, 2 days after the first anniversary of Celeste's disappearance. In a photo posted by an anonymous user, singer David can be seen bribing Celeste Rivas' neighbors with figures of more than 1,000 so that they would not reveal Celeste's age or that she was dating him. Despite this, several photos and videos resurfaced. On April 10, 2023, Celeste is seen with the singer in an uploaded music video, increasing suspicion that they were in a romantic relationship. In a stream made on January 11, 2024, where singer David is shown with victim Celeste Rivas in a live broadcast, he tells the moderators to delete all videos and clips from the stream after the broadcast ends. In a Discord conversation, David can be seen being asked if he was single or married, to which he responds by mentioning Celeste and referring to having a child. Authorities executed a search warrant at a residence near where the body was found. The property is in David's name. Google Maps photos revealed that in May 2024, the same Tesla belonging to the singer could be seen where Celeste was found. In addition, homicide detectives found several bags and a computer at the scene. Logically, everything points to singer David being the culprit. The reason was that, as an adult, he was dating a minor and she was going to reveal that to everyone, which could have completely damaged David's career. For this reason, he reportedly made the decision to end Celeste's life. The death of Celeste Rivas caused a great impact, generating deep pain in her family, friends, and the community in general. Her mother, Maria Rivas, expressed her pain and frustration over the loss of her daughter and called for justice. The tragedy also left a mark on society, which reflected on the importance of monitoring and supporting young people at risk. Artists such as Caliucci's withdrew their collaboration with David after what happened. Likewise, well-known brands such as Croc and O-Lister canceled their collaborations. David's case is a disturbing example of how talent and fame can coexist with tragedy and the legal and ethical consequences. His journey, from spending hours playing Fortnite to becoming one of the most listened to emerging voices in urban music, shows that creativity, perseverance, and the ability to connect with millions of people can open unexpected doors, including official collaborations with industry giants such as Apex. However, the recent discovery of Celeste Rivas' body and David's connection to this event show that fame and success do not protect anyone from the devastating effects of wrong decisions and situations of exploitation. The story also exposes the vulnerability of young people in digital environments, where closeness to public figures can become a risk, and underscores the need to create more effective protection mechanisms for minors. Beyond media coverage and viralization on social media, this case invites us to reflect on ethics, responsibility, and the limits of the power that fame can confer, reminding us that the impact of our actions transcends popularity and can irreversibly affect lives. The investigation continues as authorities analyze evidence and interview potential witnesses to unravel the details of her death and determine if David or anyone else was involved in the crime. In the meantime, Celeste's memory lives on, reminding everyone of the fragility of life and the need to protect the most vulnerable. With all the evidence, do you think it was Dew or was someone else involved? Leave your opinion in the comments. I read you. Click the thumbs up, comment and share this video with everyone you know. Subscribe and activate the notification.
Okay. I let that play through because that way I don't get a copyright strike because it says comment and share this video. So I will not get a copyright strike for playing that. It's very interesting, the information that came out in that short little, what was it, 4-minute video or 8-minute and 27-second video. That was a lot of information, and it says that he ruined his life, but then it said that it could have ruined his career, and it could have. If he's not able to find an let the person's name be known of who it was actually that was involved. And if he was away on tour, he wouldn't know. Or he might not know. But I'm sure, like I said, he probably wasn't on tour the whole time. Okay, this is from the Independent. I love those shoes. Got them on my feet. Celeste Rivas' family breaks silence after cops raid singer David's home following discovery of body in his vehicle. See, they're showing what happened. I guess it's a commercial. Okay.
Hollywood Hills home he's been living in was recently searched by authorities after a missing 15-year-old Rising singer David has paused the rest of his tour as the Hollywood Hills home he's been living in was recently searched by authorities after a missing 15-year-old girl was found decomposing in the trunk of his Tesla. According to ABC 7, police say on September 8th, workers at a Hollywood tow yard reported a foul odor coming from a Tesla that had been impounded 2 days earlier. When LAPD opened the front trunk, they reportedly discovered the decomposing body of a 15-year-old girl. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has since identified the victim as Celeste Rivas of Lake Elsinore, who had been missing since April of 2024. According to ABC News, Rivas was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow bracelet, and stud earrings, and she had a small tattoo on her index finger, a detail that TMZ reports matches a finger tattoo on the singer himself. Now reports state that the LAPD executed a search warrant early Thursday at a Hollywood Hills home where the 20-year-old singer had been staying. And the New York Post reports David was in Minneapolis preparing for a concert when the body was found, and initially continued performing while cooperating with investigators. But after Celeste was publicly identified, he canceled his Seattle show and has now paused the rest of his world tour. Online, the story is...
Okay, I have to break for copyright. Sorry, my husband called me, and I gotta call him back when I get finished talking to y'all. Okay, so he canceled the rest of his world tour, which we already knew that. And I don't know what day her body was found in the car, because if they were already able to identify her, I'm sure they couldn't have done it the first day. But she did have the tattoo. She did have piercings, I guess. I don't know. And then they had her mother come. But I don't know what led them to believe it was actually her that made them bring her mother in. Hopefully it'll tell us in here.
Going viral as TMZ reports Celeste's mother has shared information that may connect David to the victim, including the mother telling TMZ Celeste had a boyfriend named David. Fans have since shared alleged old photos and videos of David with a girl resembling Celeste online, and according to TMZ, there's a nearly 4-minute song that was leaked in December of 2023 under the file name Celeste Demo Unfinished. On the track, David reportedly sings, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest, smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." But at this time, police have not confirmed any relationship between David and Rivas, and representatives from the singer's team have not commented publicly. Meanwhile, brands like Hollister and Crocs have reportedly suspended ad campaigns featuring the singer. For now, reports state no arrests have been made, but LAPD state they're following every lead while waiting for the medical examiner's results. Share your thoughts and follow us everywhere at What's Trending.
Okay. So, at this point, we don't know a whole lot more about, like she said, there's going to be they're still investigating, and it said in the beginning on Grok that there'll be much more information coming out rather quickly. But I wanted to get the word out here. If you know anything about Celeste or her involvement with David or anything since 2024, please contact your local law enforcement or dial 911. I don't know the phone number to California TBI, no, to CBI, California Bureau of Investigation. So I want to say TBI because the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, but the California Bureau of Investigation, I don't know that number. So thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I see 3 people in my chat, and I want to thank you. Please, everybody hit the thumbs up. do something nice for someone, even if it just be the reason that they smile today, and search for crime. Thank you.